Blessings and welcome everyone. Nico here, and we're back with another general all signs collective weekly tarot forecast. Remember that this forecast is intended to show what is going on atmospherically and environmentally for everyone, on top of the weekly tarot forecasts that I already have up for each sign for the YouTube member supporters and Patreon supporters. If you want to sign up for either of those options, and they are two separate options, you don't have to do both. I don't see why you would want to do both because you'd just be double paying. Of course, you can always sign up by following the links in the down bar below. If you're just interested in tarot forecasts, then YouTube member supporter is definitely the option for you. If you would like access to things like early releases, as well as discount opportunities and a bit more, then you might want to go with Patreon. And so just a little bit of clarity as far as the differences there. If you would ever like to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. Speaking of channels, for those of you that may not have seen the posts I have been making on Facebook and Instagram and the YouTube community page, I have started a new channel. I have decided once again to create a separate channel to talk about the other 90% of my spiritual path and practice, as it does not relate to tarot and astrology. It is called Integrative Mysticism, of course, and that is now going to be the channel where I am also going to be migrating the Integrative Mysticism podcast that Rob and I have been doing, and I am also uploading videos about all things paranormal and supernatural, mystical, and magical. I just recently put up a video on hauntings. How do hauntings happen, and what are the four most common types of hauntings, with some advice on how to approach those matters. I will leave a link to that video in the down bar below, and if you are interested in supporting that channel, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing its content, or subscribing to its content, I should say, and again, more info in the down bar below. So what is going on when it comes to this week? Well, for your big spiritual theme, you do have the Judgment card reversed, or I should say, we all have the Judgment card reversed. Sorry, I'm used to doing it for the weeklies by sign. With the Judgment card reversed, this is a week where we are paying attention very much to what it is time to quit, what it is time to take our leave of, what is time to be over and done with. And there are going to be a lot of opportunities to actually drop or quit or take our leave of a lot of commitments, a lot of life paths, a lot of relationships, a lot of projects and investments that ultimately are not giving back as an equivalent exchange, as well as even quit or drop things that have maybe prevented us from being able to move into the lane or the life path that we actually desire, whether it is because we have come about trying to achieve something the wrong way, or maybe conventional wisdom is not applicable anymore because that evolves all the time, so we have to evolve with the times. Or perhaps we may be in a situation where a certain lifestyle or a certain worldview or maybe a certain affiliation or path that we are on has actually gotten away from us and pulled us away from something that is deeply meaningful, that actually resonates with the true core of who we really are. With the Judgment card reversed, we are getting a chance this week, each of us, to quit what we must quit in order to get on our true track. When it comes to material circumstances, again, work, job, finances, how things are going for us all as far as our personal wealth and our material security, and maybe even things relating to home and family matters as far as practical affairs go, we've got the Ten of Wands reversed, and once again, the theme of quitting. The theme of walking away, unburdening ourselves, lightening our load, easing the quality of life around us, or easing up our path is very, very strong. And I do see that this is a week where we are getting a chance to be relieved in so many ways of many financial and professional pressures that we have been sitting on or sitting with for a very, very long time. Now, I would not be surprised if a lot of musical chairs was being played when it comes to maybe certain professional roles or financial paths or job situations here, and maybe even some release and relief when it comes to relocations or moves that have been long overdue. With the Ten of Wands reversed, remember this is about getting something off our backs that does not help us in any way, shape, or form. Whether it's just taking up space, eating up money, or draining us, or again, keeping us stuck in a life path or chapter that we are needing to quit, Judgment card reversed, we are all going to have the opportunity. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, other people in our lives, how we are handling our alliances, our platonic connections, we've got the Emperor card upright. And this is a week where it is all about making room to be closer to the best of the best. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a shallow, 21st century social climber kind of way. I'm pretty unattractive to those types of people. I can't imagine I would have to explain that to my own audience. But with the Emperor card upright, it's all about, okay, we are bringing in the BFF quality people or the people with BFF potential closer to create a much stronger unit, whether it's a unit of 2 or a unit of 10. With the Emperor card upright, it's all about getting a stronger sense of kingdom and place in the world by working on our closest individual relationships and getting away from maybe relating to one another based on, say, purpose, intention, or unit affiliation. This is a time where a lot of friendships, a lot of social connections, and even professional partnerships and alliances are getting a chance to become a lot more productive, a lot more successful, a lot more fulfilling, because we are getting away from not only the superficial stuff I just mentioned, but we are also getting a chance to get down to business on things that actually satisfy us to the core. The Emperor card upright is all about taking back your life path and taking back not only your power, but also pulling back in and transforming your social surroundings in such a way where part of getting your power or your life back is also getting the people that you know are true blue closest to you, as opposed to maybe working with too much fluff, too much attention seekers, too many distractions, too many squeaky wheels. And so that's a huge, huge theme of this week for all of us. When it comes to challenges that we may face, we've got the Fool card upright. And this is not really a bad challenge at all. In fact, with the Fool card upright, the biggest challenge that we may all come to at some point is stepping into a space where we give ourselves and others clean slates, because the Fool card is all about wiping the slate clean. Do you know who you are without rattling off the context of your history and everything that's ever happened to you? Because the truth of the matter is that if you can't figure out who you are without all of that, then you're being distracted by all of that. And what's happening here with the Fool card is we are getting a chance to not only wipe our slate clean by making the quits we need to make with the Judgment card reversed, lightening our load with the Ten of Wands reversed, getting the social environment and the atmosphere that is truly natural to us versus maybe surface-oriented stuff with the Emperor, but we are also getting a chance to set ourselves up for success in a brand new world. With the Fool card upright as a challenge, it's a lot of new beginnings to have happen all at once, and it can create some social shocks, family shocks, culture shocks, all across the board. However, our guidance here is always to lean in, develop a little bit more radical trust in life, keep an open mind, and allow yourself to have a clean slate. Fresh start for everybody. When it comes to relationships, love, romance, partnerships, anything relating to marriage or possibly even family, if we're talking about the nuclear family unit. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And this is going to be a week where, again, the theme of quitting, the theme of dropping is very strong. Because the Seven of Wands reversed is all about walking away from battles we don't need to fight, checking to see how we choose to fight our battles, or are we good at choosing our battles. And we are getting a chance to take a step back from situations where maybe our marriage or our family or our desire to get into a new relationship has maybe been hampered or blocked or burdened in some way by battles or struggles or hurdles or pursuits that are not necessarily getting us there, or maybe just keeping us stuck to them through the battle itself. One of the things that I mentioned in one of the weeklies, I can't remember what sign it was because I did all 12 one after another, is that sometimes people have a tendency to drag out the transition from a negative to a positive thing by dragging out the bargaining process or the fighting process or the negotiating process or the ruminating whatever is going on there. And with the Seven of Wands reversed, we are all being challenged to go, where am I chasing an old story? Where are maybe as a marriage or as a couple, are we beating a dead horse? Are we trying to keep something that we shouldn't keep? Are we fighting for something we shouldn't fight for? Wouldn't it be better for us to move our relationship in a different direction, or maybe change the dynamic of this family to get on a different path? Or maybe it's time to give up on something that we have been trying to clear, or something that we've been trying to bring forth into being that isn't bringing us any happiness. Maybe it has to do with what you're trying to get for yourself in terms of a new relationship, if you're single or available to new people. Are you trying to make something happen with somebody you're not compatible with? Or are you fighting somebody that is a good match for you for other reasons, right? Are we maybe using the wrong values? Are we using somebody else's values to evaluate what is and is not good for us? Are we choosing our battles well? And how do we stop fighting so goddamn much for the wrong causes, by the wrong means? And are there things that we just need to give up? Either give up resisting or give up trying to sustain. So it's a big theme when it comes to relationships this week. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. Don't forget to check out the Integrative Mysticism YouTube channel, especially for those of you that are interested in learning more about all things mystical, magical, paranormal, and supernatural. Again, I've got a new video up already all about hauntings and the 4 most common types of hauntings. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot, and it'll help Integrative Mysticism out a lot as well. Y'all take care, and I'll see you all again next week.